So man is made in the image of God, and nature makes pretty good copies. If you're a parent, you can look at your kids and see how they're in the image of you, just like we're in the image of the Creator. And now we have a situation where man is creating AI in man's image, not in God's image, but in man's image, because man hasn't realized who he is. And this social media is kind of like an echo chamber, because if you look at how the system works and how the algorithm works and all that stuff, we're kind of talking to ourselves and preaching to the choir to a degree. And there's only so far we're going to get to that with that, in my opinion. And it's not like people come to their belief systems due to logic and reasoning and a comparison of different ways to act and behave. Most of them come to those by program, right? By belief. Just like when you were younger, you believed in, the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus and all of that. And as we get older, we still carry some beliefs, some don't go away. And we still haven't mastered ourselves. We still don't know who we are. We're still asking those questions. And we see the issues with the world. And a lot of people don't want to put the glasses on to see reality as it is because they really don't want to have to face it. So we do things to numb ourselves, to pacify ourselves. Social media is a pacifier. Mindless scrolling is a pacifier. Drugs, sex, alcohol, anything like that can be a pacifier that takes you away from reality because you don't want to face it. But the thing is, when you come down from the high off of whatever it was that, distracted you from reality, it's still there and facing you in the face. It's still slapping you in the face. So the only way to fix it is to address it. But people really don't want to do that. They rather pacify themselves and wait for someone else to do it, and that's part of the program. Wait for someone else to give you the answers and someone else is going to fix the things that we can fix ourselves. And that's part of the way the system is set up because they can't have self-realized gods on the planet. They have to have people that need saving on the planet. And therefore, they can interject a intermediary that pretty much dictates what you need to do to get saved, this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, the world continues on the path that it's going. And I see this and all of that, and I see the way their algorithms work and all of this stuff. But the next phase for me is just to get out of the echo chamber before I decide to just chill out and just let whatever happens happen. Because the question is, sometimes you put on the gas, sometimes you coast, right? And I don't want to be putting on the gas when it's time to coast and vice versa. And sometimes it's hard to tell, but I have to look at the results well of what I'm doing and keep that in mind. So with that being said, the next phase is going to be, because I feel like I've been running parallel to this reality and I've been trying to get in, trying to get in. While I'm running parallel, I've been elevating, I've been leaving breadcrumbs, I've been doing things, but it's not in the mainstream. And as an engineer, as a scientist, my peer review has been online. My things that I put out have been online. But I want to have these conversations with other individuals and see, where am I wrong? What am I wrong at? What's not possible? I've been awake for 10 years in this reality. Every day that I wake up, it's like being awake in the Matrix, it's like a different dimension. But this dimension is where everything that I talk about is not only possible and probable, but true. But the dimension that is connected to that higher dimension is where everything that you see in the news is going on and true and possible. But it's like there's a higher level. And when I look at all of the issues, what it boils down to is spirituality. That's what I focus on. And I've yet to see anything that proves that that's not the case. A lot of belief systems are on both sides, scientifically and religiously. But spirituality looks at all of it. But I guess I'm just ranting to say I don't know how to get from this phase to the next phase. But I feel the things that I'm meant to do before I go I haven't done yet. And that's these next 3 years. So we'll see how that goes. But as far as continuing to post on social media in this way, I think it's reached the limit. Like I've seen where the algorithm knocked down my followers from a certain standpoint. And I know it's not being shown to the way that it could be shown, but it is what it is. That's their system of how they operate. I can't expect them to want to elevate someone that's going to go against that system, right? It doesn't make sense for that to happen. So I get it. They're definitely smart. They're unaware and unconscious. They're definitely smart. And humanity has the ability to be smart as well. We're smart. We're intelligent. We're trying to activate artificial intelligence instead of activating the natural intelligence that we have. And that's really how we're going to get through this. So our natural intelligence, emotional intelligence, spiritual spiritual intelligence, not just intellectual intelligence. This is a world of intellectual intelligence. All this information that we have, and look at what we're doing with, right? All this science and technology that we have, but we still can't solve basic human things. And we're wanting to create a digital God that's going to do that for us, right? As if that's going to be the be all end all. You know, just like these long rants, I guess, you know, the way the attention span has been shortened, it's like it's too long. It feels too long, right? You're talking too long. You need to shorten this thing up. And some things need to be explained in a long format. Some things just can't be bite-sized. There's some things that are going to take deeper thought, deeper introspection, and just deeper meditation on things. But the way we've been programmed is now it's short. It's bite-sized, clickbait. It's just something to just satisfy that urge. This is a pacifier. This is a digital pacifier. You can drink your pacifier. You can sex your pacifier. You can use money as your pacifier. A lot of people do that, and they think that that's going to be the be-all, end-all. But at the end of the day, it's what's inside that's really going to last. This information is going to last. The truth is going to last. Just like you got people like Jesus Christ, right? The information that he's talked about has lasted thousands of years, and people still haven't got it. And it's going to last until, Christ consciousness, cosmic consciousness, being connected with your divine self. That doesn't get old because the truth doesn't get old. The truth is. But I guess I just kind of wanted to say that, get that off my chest, and just put that out there. And we'll see where this goes. I'll probably have some conversations with other individuals as I try to get in the mainstream. I'm looking for my 15 minutes of fame, right? And not to be rich or famous, but I want to be proved wrong like any good scientist does, because I really do think I have solutions that can help on a large scale. And I'm willing to put forth the effort to put myself out there and be willing to be proved wrong, be willing to be ridiculed for thinking differently or whatever. But the thing about me is you're going to have to show me what's off, why it's off, how it's off, and all of that stuff, because I've shot holes in my own theories before I presented it to you. I'm not going to tell you something that I'm not going to tell myself. I'm not going to lie to you because I don't lie to myself. And I'm not one to fabricate stuff. I'm not one to do pranks or jokes. And this is a lot of effort to be put into something that's not real and not true and not valuable. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. I could have spent my time and money doing plenty other things than this, right? But I bet on myself and double down because this is the root cause. And the root cause is unseen. It's underneath the ground. It's the root of the tree. But a lot of people don't look within. They don't look to the root. So where the next phase goes, I don't know. But as far as just posting and this does help people. This does help people to see other people like them and see that they're not alone, because people are awakening in families that don't want to hear them. I'm an example of that. There's no one in my reality saying, "Yay, go Victor, yay, yay." Most people I don't have many high level interactions, and I like to have those. I like mental stimulation and to challenge the status quo from an idea standpoint and have my ideas challenged, right? Because I can be wrong as well. And if I can be wrong, they can be wrong. You can be wrong. And there's nothing wrong with being wrong. That's how we learn from our mistakes. So I'm willing to do that on the highest level. And I'm not one of the people that believe that because of the color of my skin or because of where I was born or my financial situation that I couldn't attain the highest levels that I could as a human, because I'm a human being. So if I'm breathing the same air that anybody else is breathing on this planet, then the things that they can do, I can do as well. So you've seen someone do that. And I just want to release it, right? And just let it go, whether it goes somewhere or not. So that's what it is.